Good afternoon, gentlemen. Welcome back for more StarCraft. We've got a game between ZvZ Sheth, our red Zergs, spawning in the northeast position here, versus NrGJsung, blue Zerg, spawning in the bottom left corner, ZvZ. And it looks like the players know each other, or at least think they do. Anyway, my name's Inglewood. I'm here with a co-caster,
Deivera.
Hi, Deivera. How are you?
I'm well, and you?
Quite well, thank you. Ready for a good ZvZ. Seems like that's all we cast here at Killing Esports is ZvZs. But at least this one's got Sheth in it. He's my favorite Zerg, so he makes good games. Hopefully he'll come through. Not sure what map this is off the top of my head, but it looks as though it's probably a two-player map since they're both going to scout each other right away with these overlords.
It's a good map.
You like this map?
I do.
What do you like about this map?
It's funny shaped.
Okay. Very good. So far, builds aren't deviating at all. They're both working on the exact same units at the exact same time, sitting at the same supply. We can assume then that probably they'll be going for a 15 hatch or maybe a 15 spawning pool. I'm not sure how old this game is. I pulled this out of a replay pack from all of Sheth's games. So we'll probably be seeing a lot of Sheth games in the near future coming out of me. Here we go. So it looks like NrGJsung is going to go ahead and expand, and maybe Sheth's going to do the exact same thing. And there you have it. So, Deivera.
Yeah.
You're a talkative one. What's your background with StarCraft?
It's terrible.
It's terrible?
I may have played Terran terribly.
Terranbly?
Terran terribly.
Terran terribly. Okay.
ZvZ is not my favorite.
Which
I
one
don't know
is?
anything about these units.
You don't?
No, none.
Okay. Well, this is an overlord.
Well, I see that.
They're slow.
Yeah.
They're floaty.
Uh-huh.
They're full of hot gas.
Really?
I don't know.
Those aren't eyes?
Those definitely aren't eyes. These
They
are
look like eyes.
These are the eyes right here in his portrait.
Oh, well, I don't like that.
Oh.
I would like to prefer that those glowy things are his eyes.
Well, the overlord is the Zerg version of the Terran supply depot. So they are constantly spitting them out to keep their supply growing to prevent from being supply blocked.
Does he have a claw?
Yeah.
Looks like floating seafood.
Yeah, he's a lobster. He's a sky lobster.
I like them.
You like them. So
Yeah.
we can expect a Zerg transition in your play in the near future, huh?
Perhaps.
Giving up the
I
Terran?
do like the noises the Zerglings make.
Okay.
He
Well,
hasn't made any yet, though.
no, we're just seeing them do the exact same thing. Although NrGJsung is getting his Zergling speed already, so I guess that's a pretty good indication that we're going to see some Zerglings popping out of there. But yeah, they're really just sticking to the exact same thing. They're both got, yeah, there we go. Even Sheth's getting the same buff now, just a little bit delayed. But they both got 2 bases with 2 queens with 28 supply. NrGJsung is actually throwing down a spine crawler here at the front of his natural. That'll be some good static defense for him in case there's some early ling pressure, but being that we have the all-seeing eye, we know that's not actually coming out. And surprise, surprise, it's like they're the same guy playing the same game. Baneling Nest, though, coming out for both of them. So, yeah, I don't know. I guess we could have just skipped the first 5 minutes of this game.
They're mind readers.
They are mind readers. Or ZvZ is just terribly boring for the first 5 minutes of it.
Hey, look it. He's hiding over there.
Right, yeah, they are going to scout each other's base eventually.
Now, can you see?
You want to check his vision?
He's hiding in that box.
So you want to see Sheth's vision? No, he actually can't see him because it's elevated and he doesn't have the vision of it. If he were to have an overlord come over, then yes, of course he'd have high ground vision and that wouldn't be an issue. But no, he can't.
So if he were to put a spine crawler over there, because he's kind of long, would he be able to see?
Well, spine crawlers only attack ground, so no, they don't actually provide vision.
What about the queen? What if she wanders over there?
Not without vision, no. And a lot of times these Zergs... Oh, hang
what's
on.
going on?
Let me cancel that. We got a big old Zerg push, and half of them are going to turn into Banelings here. But Sheth's prepared with some banelings of his own for defense. He might lose these. Yeah, it's a bit of a waste, but these queens are blocking the ramp off with their fat asses, so that prevents a run by. And yeah, baneling versus baneling, zergling versus zergling. This is basically the essence of what ZvZ is all about. NrGJsung coming in for another shot at the worker line. Oh yeah, gets a good one. A bit of a waste at the end there, but definitely got a good detonation on him in the beginning. Sheth's going to have to bring some more banelings out of his own to try and clear this up.
Oh, run away!
And what do we have as a result of this? Supply is looking pretty much even. Sheth's pushing out with his own now. We'll see if JsUng has anything back at home to prepare for this. He's got some queens, he's got some defensive banelings morphing, so I think we'll be looking at the same response here. Units lost tab, pretty even, 1,000 to 1,200, not a huge discrepancy there. More units lost for JsUng. Right, yeah, he's... Oh, but these banelings... Oh, wow. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... That was almost like 8 kills for one baneling. That was definitely getting his money's worth. Oh, that's hard to watch. Just both players throwing away high gas units. Liquid Sheth's banelings getting down into the orange health here, but still rolling around. And a big counter coming back out of JsUng. It's like history repeats itself. They're just going to go back and forth until one player gets a big enough burst with his banelings that the game ends. Sheth is dropping down a third base. We'll see if he's able to get that up, or if these... No, I think these zerglings are going to counter that. Ooh, yep, especially now that he's baited that one baneling out. He's pretty safe to knock this hatch down. But there's two more defensive banelings for Sheth here. And half a dozen lings are going to actually push this away for now, which is going to enable that base to finish, albeit it's already down to 2/3 of its health. We'll see if he can populate it with drones. If he can, then that's going to give him an economic advantage for as long as it takes for JsUng to get his third base up, which is just now starting to cook over here. What do you think about this, Deivera?
I like banelings.
You like banelings?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you like blue
so
banelings?
So I like how he's using defensive banelings, and I like how the opponent just takes away only 2. Why not just 1? Or maybe they're just not really keeping count.
Yeah, it's
so.
if you can get hits on the banelings, you can kill them without taking damage, and that's what he's trying to do. He's trying to chip away at them, but without giving him a target worth blowing up on. Why he doesn't just use 1 is probably because he could pull in a zergling and go zergling on zergling and possibly negate the whole point of it. But with 2 zerglings on a baneling, it's enough damage that the baneling is forced to kind of suicide itself on the 2.
See.
JsUng is going to put up a whole bunch of spine crawlers here. He's got the money for it, so he's just going to dump those minerals into a defensive wall around his natural now. Oh, but Sheth, I don't know how I missed that, has transferred out of banelings and lings. He's on roach tech now, and that's going to take a whole lot of banelings to knock down this many roaches. It's certainly weakened the pack, as we can see, but he got good timing. He got in there before all these spine crawlers finished. If he can knock them down while they're still blossoming, then he'll be in pretty good shape here. But now they're done, and they're going to start poking away. JsUng and Sheth both making a boatload of zerglings behind this, just because they're cheap and quick to get out. It's going to be interesting to see if Sheth tries some targets down this the base, or if he goes for the worker line. And JsUng's going to tap out. That's GG for Sheth. Deivera, you are such a good co-caster. Thank you so much for being here tonight.
You're welcome.
We'll try this again another day.
Okay.